Welcome to a bonus lecture for the Becoming an IT Professional Networking Basics course. Today I'm going to show you a rack here. Luckily at my office we just purchased a rack so I can show it to you blank, and then we're going to go over to my other side here and we'll show you networking racks and a full server rack. What we see here in the server rack are two doors. The doors up front open to allow you to get in there and mount the equipment from the front. When we zoom in, you'll be able to see that there are square pegs just like we talked about in the other lecture. From the sides you can see easy openings. Locked. So they come locked, so you just need to grab the key to unlock it. So you can see the panel just comes down so that you can go behind here and change cables or fix whatever needs to be fixed, and then it just goes back in there and locks. Now this one here at the bottom has the same thing. Easier access for the bottom panel, so you can get right in, change cabling, fix stuff, verify cables are on, lights, all that jazz. And then at the back there's another panel you can get into. Alright, so you see the numbers here, and these are used so that you can line up your slides so that when you plug in the rack server mounts, they will go on. The rails will be correctly placed. If you don't have them correctly placed, they will cause a problem. They will not lock in properly, and then the server will not be secured and it could fall. So this is a server rack. As you can see, it is almost fully populated. This has networking devices and servers in it. Devices go all the way down. You can see we have a bunch of UPSs in there to make sure that the batteries stay good, power supplies are good, so that we don't have to worry about any devices turning off in case of a power outage. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to take out a server. So the server is on rails. As you can see, once we pull this out, here's the rails. This is how the server comes out. You have to be careful to make sure that the cabling is going to be able to come out as far as it can so that you're not messing with anything. If you look at this green tab right there, that's your green tab. That tab is locked, so now it will not go back. Okay? The way to unlock that is to pull up on both sides, and there's a tab on both, and you push back. This will allow you to take the server all the way back. So that's how to pull a server out and put it back in for anything that you need to do. This is a fully populated network rack. As you can see, there's a bunch of cabling. There are patch panels, there are switches, there are more switches and more patch panels. Our standards here, we do a 1-to-1 so that our patches are above. We have a 1U cable management, and then we have the switch below. So it's just a 1-to-1. It's 1 foot patch cables, and that allows us to just see above and below. It used to be you would have switches on this side, and then you would go all the way over here and your cable would route up and down, and then your switches would all be over here. Well, this is more cleaner. It's easier to troubleshoot, and we just like it that way. If we were to look all the way at the top here, so if you look up here, this is how the cabling comes in. It goes directly from up above the tiles, comes in on this ladder rack. So this is your ladder rack. We talked about that in the rack section. It comes all the way up here, as you can see, and then it twists off to go down to go to the patch panels. So if we look behind here, here's our patch panels. Our cabling comes from over there and comes through here, and that happens on all the layers. Every switch and patch panel that comes through there, comes down. You can see right here a little bit better. From this side, we route here, and then we go into all the patch panels. Alright, so if you look here, this is what we call our GDOM. The G-Dome is where our networking cabling goes to the desk. So you can see the port has a number on it over here, and this is the jack with the cable go to the computer. He's using a docking station, so it's in the dock, and they also have 2 powers. If we wanted to, we could put 2 jacks in here, but we only used 1 for this cube. Some cubes do have 2. That's how we cable it all the way back to the room that we were in, and you've seen where all the cables came in through the top. So that's just another way it's done in a corporate environment. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope that it allows you to get a little bit better understanding of switches, racks, patch panels, how to cable, how it happens in a corporate environment, and we look forward to seeing you in another bonus lecture.